This is my first, so we are very excited.
We both kind of looked at each other, holy mackerel, we're having a baby.
I was excited. I was like, look, it's positive. And then he was happy, but then he immediately felt a little sick.
We had a dinner, my husband led everyone in prayer, and at the end he asked for blessings for the new addition to the family, and everyone kind of, as we're holding hands, they looked up like, what new addition?
We got married on June 26th and found out that it was a honeymoon baby. So, yeah, we're not wasting any time with starting the family.
It started with a very simple meeting between Texas Children's Hospital and St. Luke's in 2005. St. Luke's talking with me about the idea of getting out of OB-GYN, obstetrics and gynecology, and maternal fetal medicine, and reallocating that space at St. Luke's towards some other services and programs. And my hand went up immediately, and I said, we're in. I said, we would love to conjoin a really great children's hospital like Texas Children's Hospital with a great OB-GYN department and service, a preeminent center of excellence for programs that go toward women's services. And of course, it's going to be not just a home run, we think it's going to be a grand slam. So that's when the idea was conceived.
First trimester, not a happy time because I was very sick.
There's a lot of trepidation and fear just because you want to make sure that you make it past that milestone. So the 12 weeks, you're uncertain, you're worried, but you just have to have faith, I think. So have your expectations of what you would like, but you have to be prepared for things to change in a moment's notice.
Very quickly, we had to find a location, and we were blessed that that piece of property, that location was available right across the street, still being within the heart of the Texas Medical Center, being on Fannin Street, Main Street. It was just the ideal solution. We broke ground for the Pavilion on January the 31st of 2008.
There's nothing like having an idea and an image in your mind of what can be, and then seeing the potential and the reality.
When I saw that first little flicker of the heartbeat, I realized that my husband and I have created a little heart, and that was the greatest thing that has impacted me thus far, I think.
It's a lot of pressure because you are fully responsible for this baby inside of you.
Take it day by day. If you feel like there's so much that you don't even know, that's okay.
This was going to be a very complex, challenging building to construct. And it was fortuitous that this entire program in this building, it was birthed by a lot of great women.
At the groundbreaking, I realized that the contractor is a mother. And it just seemed rather appropriate that a building, a facility for women is being built by women, and that's what's so thrilling. And it's been personal from the beginning.
When we first started, we thought we need a women's advisory council. We need women who have gone through this experience.
We worked to develop really a short list of women that we wanted to bring together on a routine basis to share with us their experiences, good, bad. We wanted it all.
We really got a lay of the land of a patient experience from the moment a family thought about getting pregnant all the way to they're at home, and we're taking a full opportunity to use that information from them.
Choosing a name has been the most, I think, difficult for us because there's so many great names.
So we went back and forth between Benjamin, Jonathan, and Colin.
I really like the name Axel, which is kind of left field, and my husband is really not into it.
We wanted to come up with a new name that was much more comprehensive, much more inclusive of the entire spectrum and continuum and array of services. But when we started getting feedback on how do you feel about Texas Children's Pavilion for Women, the response was, now you're talking.
It has the best doctors. It's research-based. They're very focused on the family and the bonding between the mother and the child, et cetera. And I love that philosophy, and I'll follow that philosophy anywhere.
We've been crossing our fingers and bugging our doctor to death about it. When's it gonna open? Like, are we gonna make it? Like, we have to be able to have our baby here.
We are not here to do what everybody else does. We are here to move the field and do what nobody else has ever done.
A priority hasn't always been given to women's care, and I can't explain that adequately other than to say it's about time that women and their access to health care is prioritized just as much as everything else.
This building, this space, it's a reflection of what women want with their obstetrics and gynecology healthcare services. The ambiance, the design, the colors, the feel, the environment of the pavilion. It was created by women, for women.
We have a lot of moms who are gonna have healthy babies, and so it's not a sick place, right? It's a healthy place. It should be celebratory and exciting, and people should feel really good about walking in the doors. So we've created an environment that is state-of-the-art for clinicians to practice in and for patients to experience.
My first child was born, they showed her to me and they whisked her off to the neonatal intensive care unit. And you don't know how defeated you feel. Fast forward a couple years later, and my second child was born, no complications. And my husband and I got to stay and just hold her for like a couple of hours. I remember thinking at the time, this is what it should be like.
In case the babies that were born in the new building needed to have some kind of medical or surgical intervention, I didn't want to put them in an ambulance. I wanted them to be safely triaged right back into the heart and the soul of Texas Children's Hospital.
The facility where I'm delivered is connected to one of the best hospitals in the world for children. Just makes me feel like I've got everything I need in one facility. Why wouldn't anyone want to have their baby here?
You know, knowing that you're in good hands with good doctors and nurses, it definitely gives you a lot of peace of mind.
One of the guiding principles that we've had from the very beginning, from when we took on this OB-GYN service, is that we wanted to accomplish a complementary mix between Baylor College of Medicine and full-time faculty and some outstanding private OB-GYN groups as well. So there's two groups, Women's Specialists of Houston. Then we added, most recently, the Partners in OB-GYN Care as well.
There's a very important niche for women's care, and the fact that Texas Children's has addressed that and allowed us to be part of it has been an awesome experience.
I've had some patients who came to me when they first started having children and are moving on to another phase in their lives or seeing them through menopause. One of the things I love about my job is that I take care of women through all phases of their lives, and I think this facility will allow us to do that. I think those things go hand in hand.
We had a national search looking for a full-time OB-GYN-in-chief, and that's when we found Dr. Michael Belfort.
The people at Texas Children's Hospital and the organization, combined with Baylor College of Medicine, that is an unbeatable combination. And that's really what brought me here, the potential to really raise the bar for obstetrics and gynecology. My interest is to take what we have and build it into something spectacular, and we have that capability to build what I believe is going to be a new model in excellence, where we're going to integrate quality truthfully into every aspect of the care that we're going to deliver. That's unique.
Getting ready for the opening of the pavilion, it's been a matter of just practice, practice, practice by literally hundreds of people. You know, we're so exuberant about the full opening and the dedication of the pavilion for women. Who wouldn't be?
We're going to save a lot of babies, and their lives are going to be enhanced like never before. And I think most people recognize that it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Everything we've worked for, every meeting we've sat in, every decision that we've made is going to go live.
It's all going to be worth it. All the planning, all the long hours, all the headaches, all the tears, all the stress, all the laughter, everything is going to turn into this amazing creation.
What would it be like to be coming here with my daughters and my son-in-law and having a baby here and being a grandparent and seeing that? And I mean, I've been privileged to be able to use a lot of my buildings, but that would be extraordinary.
It's really the future for babies and for moms and for women's services that all of us are so excited about and so very, very dedicated to. This is a great day. This is a great moment for Texas Children's and the Pavilion for Women.
The most exciting part of it all is seeing what she looks like, just seeing her for the first time.
Whatever path it decides to take, I just want it to remember me as being someone supportive of anything that they do.
There is no limit to what they can do, and I just hope that they choose something that makes them happy, and I want them to feel like they can do anything.
I wish that he's happy and that he learns to love. Look at every day as a miracle and a blessing. Be happy.